Good afternoon and happy Monday. It's Chevonne. Today's session is pre-recorded, so it's not a live session and it won't be interactive. It'll basically be me talking to my camera. For those of you who might be watching this for the first time, my name is Chevonne and I'm a ex-beauty blogger. I used to blog about skincare products, skincare tips, and even makeup products because I love skincare and I love makeup. I don't wear as much makeup these days, but I still love my skincare. So let's begin. If you see me looking down, it's because I have some of your questions written out for my reference. So I'm gonna dive right in and address some of the questions that some of you asked last week. The first question is skincare tips when wearing face mask. If in a day we keep putting on and removing face mask, will that affect our skin? So based on my personal experience, in a way, yes. I've mentioned before that I have combination and sensitive skin. So I personally find that the longer I wear a face mask, the more warm it is. And if I wear it for many hours, I start getting little dots around my face. It's probably because my skin can't breathe and it needs more air. So I guess if you wear it for prolonged periods, when you come back home and you're not outdoors, just remove the face mask and let your skin breathe. So to answer your question, if in a day we keep putting on and removing face mask, will that affect our skin? It shouldn't too much. Just make sure you let your skin breathe every day. Nighttime would be best. So for some of you who are at home, then let your skin breathe. And wherever you are, if you have the opportunity to let your skin breathe, don't wear a face mask. Make sure you're safe, right? And you're healthy. Don't wear a face mask and let your skin breathe. I hope that answers that question. The second one, I kid you not, guys, I wrote it down. Actual questions. So the second one is, will wearing lipstick or lip gloss behind the face mask affect our skin? Or better not to wear any lipstick or lip gloss at all when using face mask? I really like this question. I like all questions, right? So I do wear lipstick, I do wear lip balm, I do even wear lip gloss. So I'll answer this based on personal experience. I'll answer all your questions based on personal experience and based on what I know. Will wearing a lipstick or lip gloss behind the face mask affect our skin? Yes and no. Like for example, I find that when I wear a lip gloss, I have products here or items here for demonstration, right? So for example, you've got a face mask, okay? And then you put it on your face. Now, whatever product you are wearing on your lips, depending on the face mask that you're wearing, it is going to touch the face mask, right? So let's just say this is your lips and you wear this type of face mask, okay? It is going to touch the face mask. So throughout the day, what you're really doing is you're sort of spreading your skin around this area with whatever product you have on your lips. Personally, I would wear a lip balm or a matte lipstick, something that is less likely to stick to the materials. A good friend of mine recently shared with me a face mask that isn't flat. So it sort of looks like a little beak and it doesn't touch your skin. It all boils down to what face mask you use, but I would suggest, just to be safe, perhaps try a matte lipstick or even a lip balm that's not very shiny, because the more shiny and the more glossy, the more sticky, which means even if you stick it to tissue or your mask, it's going to stick and then it's going to transfer back to your skin wherever it is you're wearing your face mask. I hope that answers that question. Number 3, I'm going to imagine that I'm interacting with all of you, okay? So it's a little tricky because I'm talking to myself right now. But later, in essence, I'll be talking to all of you. So I'm going to pretend that this is an interactive session. Number 3. This is a very long question that has 3 parts. I will answer each part as I go along. The first part is how to keep the skin hydrated in air-conditioned room. Example, when in the office with aircon the whole day or for long hours. Because for hands, it's easier, just use lotion. But for face with makeup already on, how? So what I understand from this question is, when we are in an air-conditioned room all day long or for many, many hours, how do we keep our skin hydrated? I would recommend a face mist, or maybe even keep a small bottle of your face moisturizer. And this is one of the reasons I love face oils, right? Because you've put your makeup on for the day. Whether it's your foundation, your concealer, or your compact powder, you're done for the day. Your face is set, you're good to go. And then throughout the day, let's just say 4 hours in an air-conditioned room, your skin starts to feel a bit dry. For some of you, if you apply moisturizer all over, it's going to ruin the makeup, right? I like to use face oil because it's just even 1 drop, and I will do that with the face oil, and then I will just do that on my skin. That prevents my skin from getting dry. Personally, face oil works beautifully. The second option is, I'm not going to show all of you the brands because I'm not endorsing any particular brand, so I need to be careful how I hold this. Use a face mist. A face mist is really handy. It might not be long term, but it helps to keep your skin feeling moist and not so dry. So like right now, I have an eyebrow gel on, I have a mascara, I have compact powder, and I have a lip balm, right? So let's just say I've been at work for about 4 hours. I will use a face mist. So, and I'll let it dry. Fun fact, whenever I'm in the office, I do have a face mist with me for exactly that reason, so that my skin doesn't feel as dry. And then to make sure it dries, I will fan my face and just leave it as it is. This is very helpful, I find, after lunch, when you've eaten, you've had a nice meal, and you're sleepy. This kind of wakes you up a little bit. The third tip is use a moisturizer. So it's my, okay. So again, I'm not going to show you the brand because I'm not endorsing any brands, but I do have a moisturizer. It's a face moisturizer. So I'm going to put a little bit on my hand. Okay, that's a bit too much. I'm going to put a little bit, like maybe that much, okay? And I will do that. And I will literally press it into my skin. Apologies if you see my eye contact moving about. At times I'm looking directly at the screen, and then at times I'm looking into the camera. So I'm trying to focus on the camera. So that's what you can do. So 3 tips right there. Face oil, face mist, or face moisturizer. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but I'm also wearing blusher. So I'm wearing an eyebrow gel, I'm wearing mascara, I'm wearing compact powder on my face, and on my neck I'm wearing a little bit of blusher and a lip balm. So when I put on the product on my face, it doesn't remove anything. But if you find that, okay, maybe you've taken off a little bit too much of your blusher, just touch up. It's the same as touching up, and your skin won't feel as dry. For me personally, it doesn't feel as dry. So I hope those tips help you. The next part, Will being in air conditioning for too long in a day affect puffy eyes? Puffy eyes, no. Because puffy eyes could be from a condition, maybe your lifestyle, how you sleep, if you have enough sleep. So it's all dependent on that. Personally, I don't think air conditioning actually affects puffy eyes. I wear contact lenses. I'm short-sighted, yeah? So I wear contact lenses. For me, when I sit in an air-conditioned room for at least 3-4 hours, my eyes start to feel dry. And then the longer I am in an air-conditioned room, the more dry my eyes get, the more red, the more itchy. And when it's itchy, you tend to want to rub your eyes. If I'm in front of a laptop or a computer screen or a monitor throughout the day, I will make it a point to take a break for, say, maybe 5 minutes every hour. So for 1 hour a day, while I'm in the office, while I'm staring at my screen, for just 5 minutes, I will look away from my screen. I will blink a lot. I'll even close my eyes. And to relax my eyes a little bit, I will do this motion of looking up, looking down, looking left, and looking right. Let me see if I can give you a demo of this. So I'll close my eyes, and then I will look up, I'll look down, I'll look to one side, I'll come back to the middle, and I'll look to the other side, and I'll come back to the middle, and I will blink. I find that's very helpful. It helps to relax my eyes a little bit when I remember to do it every hour. So does it affect puffy eyes? No. If you consume a lot of salt, that could contribute to puffy eyes. So just keep to the basic healthy lifestyle tips of trying to get enough sleep in a day, drink at least 2 to 5 to 3 liters of water a day. Try to minimize your caffeine intake. Caffeine meaning tea or coffee. Try not to drink too much of tea and coffee in a day. Maybe limit it to 1 or 2 cups if you can. I know for some people you need to have a lot of coffee, and that's fine, whatever works for you. But these are just basic tips for how you can try to prevent or eliminate, avoid rather, puffy eyes. The third part. Will being in an air-conditioned room affect enlarged pores? No, it won't. What I find affects enlarged pores is not cleaning our faces. Because I have combination skin, I do have open pores here. I even have some open pores here, but it's very visible here. When I don't cleanse my skin every day, when I don't use a facial scrub once or twice a week, I will notice that my pores appear bigger. It has nothing to do with air conditioning. It's just how I look after my skin. So if you're worried that being in an air-conditioned room affects your enlarged pores, I don't believe it does. As long as you're looking after your skin, you're cleansing your skin every day, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. I hope that helps. Okay, so what I am going to do right now is I'm going to give you extra tips. Yay! So I've also reached out to a few of my friends to ask them, hey, if you'd like to know more about skincare, what would you like to know? And these are some of the questions that they've shared with me, and I will share with you. How to apply skincare. Circular motions, downwards, sideways, upwards, upwards. Always upwards. The older we grow, gravity takes place, right? And we don't want to pull our skin down. So when you're applying a product, make sure it's upwards, always upwards. And if you notice, it's usually, if you watch YouTube videos, if you watch many others who give you skincare tips as well, they will use this motion because you want to stroke upwards, not pull your skin down, right? Even for your face, make sure it's all upward motion. You can use circular motions, but make sure they're gentle. Don't pull your skin so hard, but make sure overall it's upwards. Next one. Can I skip using cleansing oil or cleansing balm at night and just use facial cleanser? Okay, so from what I understand from this question is, do I have to use a cleansing balm? Can I just use facial cleanser? Yeah, you can just use a facial cleanser. But if you use makeup every day, I would personally recommend that you use a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm before you use your facial cleanser so that your skin is properly cleaned. Let me see if I can give you an example. So let's just say I'm not going to show you the brand. I have a lipstick, right? And what I'm going to do is, wow, that's really thick. So I have lipstick on my hand right now. If I use a facial cleanser, I could probably remove it, but I need to keep rubbing and tugging my skin quite a bit to remove it, right? So what a cleansing balm does is, I like sharing demo with you guys. So I have a cleansing balm. It actually looks like this. It's not gonna fall because it's a balm. Can you see? There you go. Okay, so that's a cleansing balm. I'm going to apply it on my hand to give you an idea of how a cleansing balm or cleansing oil works. The difference between an oil and a balm is your preference. I personally don't like the texture of a cleansing oil on my face because I wear contact lenses, so I find that when I rub oil all over my face, it makes it very tedious for me to be extra gentle, and I want to save on time, so I use a cleansing balm. So I've got the cleansing balm, and that's the lipstick. So I'm going to, okay, oh yeah, I know it looks like a lot of, what are you doing, Chevonne? Your hand's all red. What a cleansing oil, a cleansing balm does is it breaks down your product. I'm not even rubbing hard. I'm just using one finger and I'm using circular motions. I'm not pressing hard. I'm just removing the lipstick by doing that very, very gently. Obviously, if I'm in my bathroom, I will now use a facial cleanser, but I am not in my bathroom, so I will use a wet wipe instead. I figured red might be a good demo for all of you because it's bright. There's no way you can miss it. So now, that's a lot of red product and oil, but it breaks it down very nicely. What I'm gonna do is just wipe. I'm not even pressing. I promise you, I am not pressing. And I'm just wiping, right? I'm literally, I'm just wiping very gently. And this is how clean a cleansing balm is. So think of a cleansing balm and a facial cleanser like a two-step cleansing process. If you're using makeup, again, I would highly recommend using a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm to break down all your makeup, even the makeup on your eyes, your eyeshadow, your eyeliner, everywhere on your face, even on your lips, that's fine. Unless you've got sensitive skin, so you need to be mindful of what product works for you. Just use a cleansing oil or cleansing balm to break down all the makeup on your face. and then use a facial cleanser, and your skin will be cleaner. If you do this regularly, especially if you use makeup every day, you should see a difference in your skin. And in the long run, long term, you're really looking after your skin better. I hope that helps you. I never used to use a cleansing balm because I figured, why would I want to put oil on my face? Why can't I just use a facial cleanser? Until I discovered what it does. And it literally broke up my makeup so easily that I've not gone back since. So on days when I do wear makeup, I will use a cleansing balm and a facial cleanser. Like today, for example, even though I'm at home, I don't have heavy makeup on. But what I'm going to do after this is I am going to use a cleansing balm to break up and break down the makeup on my face. And then I'm going to use a facial cleanser, and then I'm going to have a nice shower. I hope that tip works for you. And for many people, it's really helpful. So I hope it helps you too. Next one. Do I use sunscreen on my face every day? Master, yes please. If you want to look after your skin and if you want to avoid hyperpigmentation, please use sunscreen every day during the daytime, no matter where you are. Whether you're outdoor, whether you are exercising, whether you are in the house, use sunscreen. I use sunscreen on my neck, so I will go as far as here, on my neck, on my face, even on my ears, and the back of my neck. My thought process is where the sun hits, that's where I'm going to apply on my skin. So I don't miss my ears. Next one. These are more of tips, really. So I realized from the past 2 sessions, I believe I've done 2 so far. Yeah, 2 sessions with you covering skincare tips. Some of your questions are makeup based, right? Which is fantastic. I would suggest that if you use makeup sponges and makeup brushes, please wash them regularly. By regularly, I mean every week. So if you're someone who wears makeup to work every day, wash your sponges and your brushes every week. Because if not, you're keeping dirt on these products and you're transferring the dirt back to your face. It's like using a face towel over and over and over and over without washing it. Same concept, right? Don't use expired products. A lot of products that we use have an expiry date. So on every container, usually they will either give you a specific date or they will tell you how long you can use it for. Sometimes it's 6 months, sometimes it's 12 months. Try to stick to those dates. If it's already expired based on what the product says, then if you're brave enough and if your skin is not so sensitive, go ahead and take a chance. For makeup products though, personally, I don't take that chance because it's more obvious with makeup products, especially things like concealer, foundation, lipstick. The texture starts to change and you know there's a difference in smell with how the product actually smells. 2 more. Make sure your hands are clean when you're applying makeup to your face. So before I started this video, before I started this video with you, I washed my hands, which is why I so happily and proudly and confidently used moisturizer on my face as a demo earlier. So make sure your hands are always clean when you're applying makeup on your face or moisturizer or any skincare. You want to make sure your hands are clean when you touch your skin. And the last one, I think this will be a very, very helpful tip for all of you who wear eyeliner. If you wear liquid eyeliner, pencil eyeliner, it doesn't matter what kind of eyeliner, as long as it's an eyeliner. One of the best ways to remove the final traces of eyeliner is using a cotton bud. That's what I do. So on days when I wear makeup, including eyeliner, I will use a cleansing balm and then I will use a facial cleanser. and then I will pat my face dry. And once that's done, I will take a cotton bud and I will gently remove any eyeliner around my eye. The skin on your eye area is the thinnest and also the most sensitive, so you want to be extra gentle with that area of your skin. So don't pull it, don't tug it, don't rub it so hard. When you use a cotton bud, you can just gently remove it. Even on the inside of your eye, your under eye, if that's where you apply eyeliner, use a cotton bud to remove that. I find on days when I don't do that, I wake up with itchy eyes. And then I regret not using a cotton bud the night before. So these are the tips that I have for you. 2 pages long, actually. So I've answered some of your questions and then I shared some tips with you. I hope the session is really helpful. I miss having live sessions with all of you. I hope all of you are keeping well, staying safe and healthy. And again, if you do have any more questions, skincare or makeup related, please do post your questions. And Grace, Joy, or Dimf will share them with me and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a fantastic day and have a good week ahead. Bye.